man, I was over there driving this motherfucker, went a little too fast around the little corner, lost control and hit the motherfucking wall.
Welcome back to another episode today, guys. Starting out today with a little bit of despair. Tony, what do you know about what happened right here?
I don't know much. I've seen a couple pictures, but it's
what do you know about the guy that had the car?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't talked to him.
No, but do you remember who rented it? Okay. I don't either. All right, let's So as you see on the table, I just showed you guys, that was the deductible. It's not funny. I ain't laughing.
Damn.
My thing is that the dude drove it back like this. Okay, well, yeah, there it is. I'm just gonna show it to you. Okay, we're gonna assess some of the damage. This is the hood right here. Half it's, most of it's, all of it's gone. We've got some light damage right here. We got a little pole right here. This is messed up. That's messed up. A whole bunch of stuff's messed up. You know what? To be honest with you, a lot of the stuff is messed up. I don't even, how'd this even happen? I don't know. This is gone. But it runs and drives, okay? It's clean title.
It's clean title for sure. just so everybody knows, there is supposed to be a hood on this thing.
Yeah.
It's not like a hot rod.
Okay, see right there? That's what slingshots are supposed to look like. Ooh, F12.
That's awesome.
Was it worth it?
You're awesome.
All right. Actually, here, hold on. Pause on this right here. You like the F12?
It's amazing. The best car that Head Royalty has to offer, honestly. It's the best
Are
car.
you sure?
100%.
I like the Aventador better than this.
I like the Aventador. If it was available, but you work amazing with other people, and if it's not available, you give them extra time, and it's worth it. Well worth it.
Cars break all the time. Shit happens. There's nothing I can do. Call Lamborghini if your car breaks down. It's not my fault. We service them and make them sure they're perfect on the road. This car happened to be available because, you know, I bought it yesterday or 2 days ago now. And unfortunately, couldn't take it to the military ball.
That's right.
But, like, to be honest with you, like, did it work out better? You had more time in the car?
Yep, and you gave me till 2, so I'll bring it back by 150, fueled up, and everything clean. Everything's been amazing, and performance on this is amazing.
Yeah, it's a different kind of car. I'm excited to see you back. I want to get a full review when you come back.
Definitely.
Okay?
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Are you having fun too?
We love you guys.
Okay.
Definitely, thank you.
All right, so, yeah. The guy hit a wall, and actually, what happened? You hit a wall?
Yeah.
Oh, he did? All right, let's run down what happened. What happened?
Man, so, man, I was over there driving this motherfucker, went a little too fast around the little corner, lost control and hit the motherfucking wall. Yeah, man.
But like after you hit the wall, where'd all the parts go?
That was the thing. I was driving and the parts just slow, like ripping off and like falling in. What's crazy, we drove around to try and grab it.
You gotta start that over. I got the new rag on.
We had to drive back around. You see, I cut my finger and everything. The motherfucker, we tried to drive holding the plastic and then it just went back bad.
Where? What wall?
Over there, if you go on Lake Mean and Rainbow, there's a little, like one of these, like how those kind of little ass walls are. It's one of those.
Man, well, look, you didn't get hurt.
Yeah.
That's good. You know, accidents happen. We don't care about the accidents.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so that's why we have insurance.
Yeah.
You know.
Trying to get the money transferred and we good to go. You know, but.
All right.
Hey,
Let's make it happen.
Hey, you live and learn though. You live and learn. Hey, it was fun though. Hey, rent out from this place though. That's all I'm gonna say. These motherfuckers. I'm renting another one.
I don't know. After you have an accident, still have fun. All right, we're gonna get it fixed up. Maybe not. I don't know. To be honest with you, this is really close to being what we would consider totaled. Totaled is a very fickle subject. Now, totaled to an insurance company means two things: that they don't want to repair it because there could be extra repairs that is unaccounted for, right? Like, let's say this car surface doesn't look that bad, but underneath it's got a ton of damage. and you can't really see it until you take the whole thing apart. So the insurance company's like, look, we can just sell this thing at the auction for $20,000. We got to pay $26,000 for it. So they write me a check for $26,000. They sell it for $20,000. They're at a net negative of $6,000. It's not that bad. Another way of total is it's physically unrepairable. Now I can see 2 or 3 frame pieces that are really in bad shape on this one. I don't think this one's gonna be fixable because you gotta pull the motor, you gotta do all this stuff, and these frames are all basically one tubular structure. So everything is connected to what you can see is right here, is this piece right here, and then it all goes through there. So where I was saying is it's really bent up is in this area. It pushed this one back. So that part is bent right there. You can kind of see it. It's really hard to see it in the camera because you can't get that close. But essentially at the end of the day, you know, whether it's worth fixing this one or not, I don't know. So I think that this one's probably gonna go down as a total. Yellow is nice though. We do need to add another yellow one to the fleet. And we're gonna walk in, get the deductible straightened out, get all the paperwork straightened out, get them out here, but they're in good spirits, so it happens. And I'm not gonna hold anybody accountable. I'll never get mad at anybody that crashes a car, all right, ever. All right, guys, sad day for the yellow Slingshot, but I guess we have to rebuild. All right, anyways, we're gonna get it all fixed up, put back together, or it's totaled. Well, I don't know, Jesse will be back tomorrow, we'll figure it out. But let's take a look at a couple things in the shop and see what projects we got working on right now so that maybe we can have some project content this week. We've got 3 Slingshots in here, automatics, right? So we've got green, red, orange. All 3 of these are getting brand new automatic transmissions. Now, if you guys did not know, Royalty is the only place to get an automatic transmission Slingshot in the country, really. I don't know anybody else that has them. You can convert one of these for personal use, I'm sure. But for rentals, if you want to rent a Slingshot, you can only get an automatic here because about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, I realized that the Slingshot market could not actually drive manual. Now, it's kind of sad, but it's kind of true. And realistically, anybody these days that learns how to drive a car, they don't really make manuals anymore. So it's hard for people to learn. So if you're in your early 20s or, you know, sub 25, most cars were pretty much like, I mean, they're pretty much automatic. I mean, with the exception of maybe like a Corvette or like a Mustang. And if that's your first car, then I don't know, you got a really cool car. So we converted these. I figured out how to do it about 2 years ago, and I did 2 of them myself, actually. Pink and purple. Purple's no longer with us. Purple, unfortunately, I bought that one from Canada. So I didn't realize, but I didn't have a warranty on it. And so they didn't want to do any of the recalls. And so for safety recalls, we've got to be, obviously, the Slingshots have had a lot of safety recalls. And so you had to pay for those out of pocket. So I ended up selling the car for a very good deal to somebody that really wanted the purple one. So that one was gone. But pink is still working around here somewhere. And orange, red, green, we're building them all over the place. So we've got a lot going on. So we got the Lotus. This is done. I mean, realistically, I'm gonna go through this right here. We're gonna put, I'm gonna change the clutch to a single plate instead of a double plate. I'm gonna put the motor back in this car. The other 355 is doing really good. And we've got the motor out of this McLaren over here. So take a look at this. There's no motor in here. You guys actually wanna see that motor? I mean, I'll show it to you. I'm gonna walk over here, I'll show you this motor. It's actually, you know, it's hard to compliment McLaren. They make some really weird design choices. I know you guys talk all the crap you want about my opinions on McLarens, but it's true. And I can show you some stuff here. So let me get up on here. This is a 650S engine, okay? So in here, you've got what I believe is some thermostats for the coolant. Now, in order to get to any of this stuff, right, to do this sensor, anything in here, the cam sensors. Now, this right here, these, okay? Look, check this out. Let me show you. All right? So the failure, all right, on this motor right here. Now, this is a true story, okay? The failure on this motor, what is happening is oil from here is getting in to the spark plug chamber. Okay, I don't know if you can kind of see that down there. All right? Now, that oil is basically going through here, and this O-ring right here and this rubber grommet is failed. Now, this side here, all of them failed it. Or this one, and this one failed really bad. This one wasn't that bad, but basically all of them failed on this side. And it caused a lot of problems because then the oil was in the spark plug, then it was getting wet and it wouldn't spark, and then you'd have misfires and misfires and misfires. Went through it and we went through it and went through it and realized that it was this. Now to get to this right here, you gotta take this off. And you cannot even get anywhere close to taking this off without pulling the whole motor out of the car. So now that the whole motor's out, we're gonna take it apart and we're gonna actually put a new head gasket set on it, because summer's coming and McLarens have head gasket failures a lot. And I don't want, it took almost 2 days to get this engine out. You can actually see here, hold on. You see all of this? This is a coolant, this pipe blew. Now you can see this clamp now is new. This coolant hose blew and it blows coolant everywhere. And you see how bad it gets? So that happened because the heat on these motors is very, very, very confined. And so there's so much heat here, it is crazy. We're gonna change the head gasket just because we want a this car has 24,000 miles on it now, and I just want it to be brand new underneath. You've got the intake manifold, which you can see, I mean, there's just this water everywhere from that coolant failure, and we don't really want to take any chances. So it's pretty interesting, huh? How the rail goes through the plastic intake manifold. This is the actual injector right here. It's really cool, huh? It goes direct injection. Anyways, enough of that. This is Sunday. I need to take some time off. I want to go hang out with my daughter, my wife, and I'm going to take my daughter to Wet n Wild. We're going to have a little water park day. We're going to have some fun. And then, I don't know, be back to work tomorrow. Got some new stuff coming on here. I'm pretty pumped about getting a couple things fixed up and finished. So, see you guys. Actually, real quick. This right here, I recommend everybody read it. I got this morning, okay? And this is a very good book. This book right here is it's about, let's see, how do I explain it? Entrepreneurship is a complicated thing. And this book right here explains a lot of the things that entrepreneurs go through, what people think about entrepreneurs, and kind of like the 3 different personality types that you have when you are your own business owner, right? You've got like the guy that is the businessman, you know, the manager type. You've got the innovator, the entrepreneur, and then you've got what's called the technician, the one that makes it all happen. And those are all 3 personalities of one person that you have to make it in your own business. And this book is really good. I love reading. I read so much as I can. And I'm gonna share with you guys the books that I read, because I want you to understand that to what I do is tough. It's a tough game, you know, to be on YouTube, to have a business, to have a daughter, to have a family, to have a pregnant wife, to have, you know, 15 employees and all this other stuff going on, 2 business partners, and 4 or 5 lines of business, and still find time to be sane, right? At the same time, I've got to read a lot, and you know, I've got to I got to take care of my mind first, mind, then body, and then, you know, goes from there. Read this book. Okay, it's a very, very, very good book to read, and I will share with you some more knowledge from that. If you guys aren't readers, just a couple of vlogs in, I'll read this today while I'm at Wet n Wild, and I'll share with it to you. Okay, so if you guys can check back with us tomorrow, see Jesse's car. We're gonna do the full damage report on Jesse's car, and it's gonna be pretty cool. So I think we have a good week coming for us.